Are you preparing for TCS NQT 2025 and worried about coding round? Then stop scrolling, because in this video I am going to show you the actual codes in Python along with its explanation, the logic and the test cases. So without wasting much time, let's start one by one. Before we start, we should know about the questions that TCS asks. They don't just ask you the direct questions, instead they ask you a problem statement along with the range of inputs, and they also give you the expected output that they are expecting from you. So now we are starting with our first question, that is to find the sum of digits in a string. Although it may sound easy, but let's see the statement. So first I'm reading the problem statement. Here we go. You are given a string consisting of alphanumeric characters. Okay, extract all the digits from the string and return their sum. They have also given the input and output description. First, there is only one input, a single string S, the range of which is between 1 to 1000. Please note that there is no negative number in this, although we will be using this when testing our negative scenarios. Second, for output, what they want is an integer representing the sum of digits in the string, basically your result. Before we start coding, let's see what logic we should, or what the approach we should use for this. So what we'll do is, first we'll go through each character and check if it is a digit or not, if it's a number or not. If it is a number, then we'll be using it for our product. So let's start. On my screen, you are able to see the Python code for this. First, we have defined the sum of digits. That is nothing but my actual output. It will return me the sum of integer of character for character in S if character is digit. Now, one thing that we should note is, what exactly is this is digit. Alright. It is nothing but it will check if your number is a digit or not, or if it's a character or not. So if this value is true, that means it is a digit. So now here what code we have written? We will only sum the digits if it is a number and it is present in the string. For example, my S is an input and I am printing sum of digit of S. It will give me the results. Now coming to the test cases. First we'll go with the normal test cases. Let's say if I pass my input as ABC123. So what is the output expected? I am supposed to add only the digits or the numbers. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is equivalent to 6. So it will give me the output as 6. That is correct. I am talking about output of this program, right? Second, I am passing some random value which has numbers and characters in between, which is a mixture of, you can say, alphanumeric cases. If you see, we have 4, 9 and 2, the sum of which is 15. So that is the output expected. Now here is a twist. As I said before, we need to check the hidden test cases as well. The first hidden test case for it can be where no digits are passed. Let's say if I don't pass any value and I'm trying to find the sum of it. So what should be the sum of it? It should be 0. So your code should basically give 0 when no input is passed. Second, when I'm passing some bigger number, let's say of 14 characters or 15 characters that has so many alphabets and numbers in it, and I want the sum of it. Okay, so this was the first question. Although if you see, the answer or the code is not more than 2 lines. If you try using any other functions or libraries, it will work. The problem will occur when the hidden test cases are there. Here I am able to see the hidden test cases. I am showing you hidden test cases, but in exam the hidden test cases will not be shown, as the name itself is self-explanatory. In most of the cases, you can just observe the hidden test cases will be nothing but the exceptional cases. For example, you can find hidden test cases based on your input range or the output range. I hope we are done with the first question. Let's move to the second one. The second program is to find the second smallest number of a statement. Now let me read out the problem statement to you. Here is my screen. Given a list of integers, find the second smallest unique number in the list. Okay, let me repeat it. Given a list of integers, find the second smallest unique number in the list. This also shows two more things. First, given a list of integers, that means my input is only integers. Second thing, find the second smallest unique numbers in the list. That means even if I have multiple numbers or same number multiple times, it should still give it the value once. Now let's go to the input output description that says a space separated list of integers, that is my input. Same was explained in the problem statement as well. The output is second smallest unique number or -1 if it doesn't exist. For example, if I give all the values as 0, what will be the second smallest number? A unique number can be -1. So before we start coding, we should first learn what is the logic we'll be using here. Basically, we'll be having a list or the string of numbers. First thing that we'll do is we'll remove all the repetitive numbers. We'll only use the unique or distinct values. Then we'll sort it out, get the second smallest number of it and pass to the output. Let's come to the code. First, I have explained or defined the second smallest number. This is nothing but my variable or the list of array. Then second thing that I have defined is unique of number is nothing but list of set of numbers. One thing that is to be noted down is when we use set of numbers, it will automatically eliminate all the duplicate values. So let's say at this part where I'm written set of numbers, it is giving me the unique values or the unique numbers. Then I'm preparing the list of it. Correct. Now what I have to do is give the second largest number from it. Now as I have it in order, I'm returning it. If length of number is less than 2, return -1. This is one of the case. If you remember in our problem statement where it was given -1 if it doesn't exist. So that case will be handled here. We'll sort the numbers out and return the unique numbers. The first here, the 1 in the square brackets indicates the first one in the arrow. I hope we understood it. Now coming to the test cases, if we pass 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, what is the output expected? We have to give the second smallest number. If you see, we have two ones here along with two here. So 1 is the smallest number and 2 being the second smallest number, we have to print it there. So our output will be 2. Again, the second test case is if we are taking 10, 20, 30 and 10 so on. If you see in both the test cases, the smallest number was repeated twice just to make sure that it doesn't end up giving the smallest number again because it is repeated. So here again it is giving 20. Now coming to the hidden test cases. Before I show you the hidden test cases, I want you to assume, as I said, from the input itself you can assume. Here it is giving a space separated list of integers. Now see, my first hidden test case where I'm giving the 3 same values 5, 5, 5. In my problem statement and my code also it was mentioned that if there is no second smallest number exists, it should give -1. To which my code will give output as -1. Second test case when I'm giving 1 and 2, it is giving 2. You can also check it with 0, also try giving minus number, you will still get the result as is expected. Coming to the third question, which is balanced brackets. Let me read out the problem statement to you. Check whether a string containing just opening bracket and close bracket is balanced. What do you mean by balanced? That means if I'm having 2 opening brackets, I should also have 2 closing brackets. If I am having 3 opening brackets, I should also have 3 closing brackets. In case if I have 2 opening brackets or 3 closing brackets and vice versa, then it should not return the output. Let's say first my input is a string containing only, remember, only opening bracket and closing bracket, and my output is yes, this is a string if balanced and no if otherwise. All right. So before we start the program, let's go to the approach. What we'll do is we'll use a counter. It's like whenever I set a value, let's say 0 or 1, whenever the first occurrence of the opening bracket occurs, I will increase it to 1. Whenever the first occurrence of the closing bracket occurs, I will decrease it to 1. Basically, whenever I'm encountering a opening bracket, I'm adding 1 to my variable. Whenever I'm seeing closing bracket, I'm decreasing 1 from my variable. At the end, if it is balanced, the value will be 0, right? That means we have increased also and decreased also the same amount of time, though it should be 0. In case the value is not 0, the output is not 0, that means it is not balanced and will print it to no. Now coming to the code, first I have defined is balanced as, that is nothing but in output what I will be printing. Initially I am setting count as 0. As I said, initially my variable will be 0. Now for character in S is what? The input that I will be taking. If the character is the opening bracket, then increase the count by 1. Correct? In case it is not, or it will be a closing bracket, then reduce the count by 1. And at the end, if count is less than 0, return no. That means no, it is not balanced. And outside the bracket, return yes if count is equal to 0, else no. Alright. Now let's see the normal test cases first. If I am putting a balanced approach, let's say I'm having two opening brackets, one closing, again one opening, again two closing. That means I am having in total of three opening brackets and three closed brackets. So it is balanced. So output should be yes. Now I'm trying to give two opening brackets and only one closed bracket. In this case, my output should be no. For hidden test cases, it's like I'm just interchanging the position of the brackets. If I give two closed brackets first and two opening brackets one, the output should be no. Now coming to the hidden test cases. Let's say instead of opening bracket or closing bracket, if I pass anything else in my program, it can be apostrophe or anything. Here, if you say I have passing empty string, is it balanced or not? That is the first question before even if we see the answer. If I pass a if I pass an input string which is empty, so it should be balanced or not. I haven't passed any opening bracket or close bracket. It will be balanced, yes, because I haven't passed anything, so the output will be 0. It is balanced. Coming to the next question, that is counting the vowels and the consonants in a string. Now let me read out the problem statement to you. Count the number of vowels and consonants in a lowercase in English string. That means I can pass any string, I can pass my name, I can pass your name. All I'm expecting is it should count the number of vowels and consonants in the string, in the name or any text format. Now let's coming to the input or output description. My input is a lower alphabetical string. That means there are no symbols, no numbers, only alphabetical string. And that is in lowercase, by the way. Second, in my output, I will have two integers. First will be the number of vowels and I will have number of consonants. Alright, now let's check the approach. So what we'll be checking is in my string, if there is any A, E, I, O, U present. I will check every string one by one. I will check if it's A, E, I, O or U. I will increase the count to 1. At the end, we'll just print the count. Seems easy. Let's look into it. Here I am defining my count of vowels or consonants. This is nothing but my variable. Here I am defining the vowels A, E, I, O, U. This is nothing but a set to which I will be comparing my input string. Here I am setting my three variables, that is V that I will be using for the vowels, C for the consonants, and I am setting both the values to 0. Now for CH in S, alright, that means my character or whatever the input I am taking, CH in S. If the character is in vowels, that means if it falls in A, E, I, O or U, I will increase my variable V with 1. For example, if I pass a value like AS, so it found A, that is in A, E, I, O, U, so my variable value V is now 1. Otherwise, consonant, that will be 1. That means it is not a vowel, so it will increase the C to 1. And at the end, I will be returning both the values of V and C. That means I will be returning the values both the vowel and consonant. For example, if I pass a string like A, B, C, out of which A is the vowel and B and C are the consonants, so my output should be 1, 2. I hope I'm clear. Now let's come to the test scenario. So I have passed hello in first. We have an E here, we have an O here. So I am expecting two vowels to be present, three consonants to be present. So my output is the same. Now I am passing all the 5 vowel sounds, that is A, E, I, O, U. So output is 5 for the vowels and 0 for the consonant. Now let's come to the hidden test cases. Again, I need to remind you, hidden test cases here I am showing, but in your exam it will not show you. How to predict the hidden test cases? You should see the range and the definition that is given in your input output description. This will be given to you in the exam. Alright. My first test case is when I am passing B, C, D, F, G, that means there are no vowels. So it is returning 0 for the vowels and 5 for the consonants. I hope it is understood. Second, I am passing a large word. We can even pass larger word from this. So we are having 5 vowels in this and 4 consonant sound. Easy. Coming to our last program, that is to check palindrome number. And also guys, let me remind you, this question is asked so many times. I have attempted digital and ninja both in TCS NQT in 2018, 2019 and 2020 as well. All those 3 times this question was asked. Alright, let me read out the problem statement to you. Determine if an integer is a palindrome. Look straightforward. What is the input range? An integer ranging from 0 to 10 to the power 9. there is no minus, it's an integer. Output, yes, if it is a palindrome, else no, both are character. Alright, so before writing the program, let's understand the logic. Palindrome is nothing but a number that is same when it is reversed. For example, if I have 0, 1, 2, reverse is 2, 1, 0. No, it's not a palindrome. If I have 0, 1, 2, 3 and if I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, this large number, but is it a palindrome? Yes, because when it is read reverse, it is still a palindrome. So here what we'll do is we'll first convert our numbers to string because it is easier to compare, right? Then we'll reverse it. We'll check if it is same or not. If it is same, we can consider it as palindrome. Alright, let's come to the program. First, I'm defining a variable is palindrome of n. Here n is nothing but the input that I'll be taking. In one line statement itself, I am giving return yes. That means a positive outcome. If string of n is equal to string of n. Now see here I have given in square bracket 2 colon minus 1. That means what this square bracket is doing, it will just reverse the positions. That means if I am having the position 1, 2, 3, the output it is 3 to 1. And here I am just comparing my input string with its reverse. So if it matches, my value will be yes, otherwise it will be a no. Alright, let's check it. For the input pass 1 to 1, that is a palindrome, right? If we read it reverse, it is still the same number. So the output will be yes. If I'm passing the input as 1, 2, 3, the reverse of this is not same. That means the output will be no. Now coming to the hidden test cases. If I'm passing input as 0, why the output is yes, if I may ask you? Before you think, let's think it this way. The definition of palindrome is the number if reverse should be same. So if I'm having only one character or one digit, that is 0 or 1, 2, 3, it can be anything. Even if I reverse the position, it is still on the first position and the same number. So yes, it is a palindrome. Next test case is 1, 2, 2, 1. Is it a palindrome? Yes, it is. Because even though it's a 4-digit number, if you read it reverse, it is a palindrome. So it should give the output of yes. So we covered the 5 questions that was asked in the TCS. Let me remind you again. The first question was sum of digits in a string. We checked the input, we checked the output definitions. Based on that, we did the coding and also checked the normal test cases along with the hidden test cases. Again, to remind you, hidden test cases are not visible in the exam. You have to predict based on the input and output range given. Second question we did was second smallest number. The same thing, we did the code. Also, we checked the test cases for 2 normal test cases and 2 hidden test cases. If you notice, all uses are different things. For example, here I was using, in my first question, I was using the sum integer character and checking with that. In second problem statement, we use the concept of set and list at the same time. We also use the unique. In my third problem statement, we use the function or we use the method of count or the variable increasing or decreasing and checking it to the balanced approach. You can find the different questions in the exam, but it will be similar case. In fourth, we found how to get 2 variables in the same thing. For example, here I calculated the vowels and consonants which are mutually exclusive in a string. So we use the same program to get it. And the last was palindrome number, where we check the positioning or the pattern printing. So let me know if you want to know 5 more programs such like that, and make sure to subscribe the CareerKunj channel for more updates. Thank you and wish you all the best.